Why do so many people around the world still believe things about Singapore that stopped being true years ago? And why do these myths continue to spread even in 2025? Welcome back to infoSphere, the channel where we uncover truths, decode global trends, and bring you deeper stories from around the world. Today we're diving into one of the most misunderstood countries on the planet, Singapore. Even now, after decades of growth, reform, and technological evolution, the world continues to repeat the same myths about Singaporeans, myths that ignore the real complexity, diversity, and humanity behind this island nation. From bizarre assumptions spread on social media, to outdated stereotypes still pushed by travel blogs, to strange exaggerations that foreigners repeat as if they are facts, Singapore remains a country that fascinates yet confuses millions. Many people only see the shiny skyscrapers, the spotless streets, and the fast pace, and they assume that Singaporeans must fit into a single rigid mold. But the truth is very different. In this video, we're going to break down 5 of the biggest myths that people still believe about Singaporeans in 2025. Myths about culture, lifestyle, behavior, identity, freedom, and social values. Myths that are often oversimplified, misunderstood, or simply outdated. And what makes this even more interesting is that Singaporeans themselves often laugh at these stereotypes, but the rest of the world keeps repeating them. So today, let's explore the truth behind the fiction. And by the end of the video, I promise you'll understand Singaporeans in a way that most foreigners never do. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to infoSphere and turn on notifications so you never miss videos like this. Now let's get started. 5 myths about Singapore people still believe in 2025. Singaporeans don't have fun. One of the most common myths about Singapore, something people from the West and even other Asian countries repeat constantly, is that Singaporeans are too serious, too focused on work, and too strict to actually have fun. The stereotype paints Singaporeans as people who only care about their jobs, their studies, their responsibilities, and nothing else. According to the myth, Singaporeans live in a perfectly organized routine: wake up, go to work, follow the rules, avoid trouble, and repeat. No excitement, no spontaneity, no fun. But the reality in 2025 is completely different. Singaporeans actually enjoy a vibrant lifestyle filled with entertainment, nightlife, culture, creativity, and social activities. Whether it's meeting friends at midnight in hawker centers, exploring Haji Lane cafes, cycling along Marina Bay, clubbing at Clark Quay, or spending weekends on road trips to Johor Bahru and Malaysia, Singaporeans know how to enjoy life, and they do it with incredible style. Even though Singapore has a reputation for discipline and efficiency, this has never stopped people from having fun. In fact, discipline is exactly what allows Singaporeans the freedom and safety to enjoy life without chaos. Another reason this myth persists is that foreigners often visit the business districts, Raffles Place, Marina Bay Financial Centre, Orchard Road, and assume the entire country looks and behaves like that. They see polished buildings, people in formal clothing, and a highly professional environment. But what they don't see is the other side: the creative communities, the music scenes, the gaming culture, cosplay events, late-night food adventures, social sports groups, hiking clubs, and countless weekend gatherings. And here's something even more interesting. With technology and remote work becoming more common, Singaporeans in 2025 have more flexible lifestyles than ever before. Many work from cafes, co-working spaces, or even from overseas for a few months. The younger generation especially values travel, social experiences, and personal growth. According to a recent survey, a large portion of Singaporean youth say leisure is as important to them as career. The stereotype of the boring, no-fun Singaporean simply does not match reality anymore. So the truth is clear: Singaporeans work hard, yes, but they also know how to live well, socialize, and enjoy every minute of their limited free time. Singaporeans are extremely rich. This myth is everywhere. Many foreigners believe that almost every Singaporean is wealthy, lives in a luxury condo, drives a fancy car, or works a high-paying job in finance or tech. They see Marina Bay Sands, mega malls, futuristic architecture, and assume the whole country is rich. But Singaporeans themselves will tell you very quickly that this is absolutely not true. Singapore has a high cost of living, one of the highest in the world, so even people earning decent salaries often don't feel wealthy. The stereotype that everyone is rich ignores the real financial challenges Singaporeans face: rising housing prices, competitive job markets, high family expenses, and increasing daily costs. The truth is that Singapore is a developed economy with income inequality. Some Singaporeans earn extremely high incomes, but many are middle class or working class, living normal everyday lives just like people in any other country. Another reason this myth exists is because tourists usually see the glamorous parts of Singapore: luxury shopping centers like Ion Orchard, premium restaurants, rooftop bars, and high-end hotels. But these do not represent the lifestyle of the average Singaporean. In fact, most Singaporeans live in HDB flats, government housing that is safe, clean, and well-designed, but definitely not luxurious. And most people take public transport, not expensive cars. Singapore's wealth is primarily national wealth, not personal wealth. What makes Singapore stand out is its stability, strong institutions, efficient governance, and long-term planning. These create the impression of universal prosperity, but the truth is more nuanced. Singaporeans work extremely hard to maintain their lifestyle, and being financially comfortable is not the same as being rich. Singaporeans don't speak English well. Many foreigners assume Singaporeans struggle with English or only speak broken English. But this myth shows a complete misunderstanding of Singapore's linguistic environment. Singaporeans grow up learning English as one of their official languages, and it is the main language used in education, business, government, and daily communication. Most Singaporeans are bilingual or even trilingual, fluent in English plus their mother tongue, Chinese, Malay, or Tamil. So why does the myth continue? Because of Singlish. Singlish is Singapore's informal, colloquial form of English that includes unique slang, rhythm, grammar, and influences from multiple languages. Foreigners often think Singlish is bad English, but Singaporeans know that Singlish is a cultural identity, a linguistic badge of belonging. Singaporeans switch effortlessly between formal standard English and casual Singlish, depending on context. This switching ability is itself linguistic intelligence. The idea that Singaporeans are poor English speakers is outdated. In 2025, Singapore is one of the most English-proficient Asian nations. Singaporeans are cold and unfriendly. Foreigners sometimes mistake Singaporeans' reserved nature for coldness. But in reality, Singaporeans are warm, helpful, and polite once you get to know them. They may not start conversations with strangers, but they show kindness through actions, offering directions, helping elderly people, returning lost items, and showing community responsibility. Singapore's culture values efficiency and personal space. People don't usually make small talk with strangers because everyone is busy and respectful of others' time. This is not coldness, it is cultural modesty. Once relationships form, Singaporeans are incredibly loyal friends. The myth is simply a misunderstanding of Asian social norms. Singaporeans blindly follow rules. The final myth is the most famous one, that Singaporeans blindly obey rules without questioning anything. This myth suggests that Singaporeans are programmed by the government to follow laws and instructions without having opinions, individuality, or critical thinking. But this completely ignores the truth. Singaporeans follow rules not because they are brainwashed, but because the rules work, protect people, keep the environment clean, and maintain peace. But that doesn't mean Singaporeans never question anything. In 2025, Singaporeans openly discuss policies online, challenge ideas, debate social issues, and express their views on platforms like Reddit, TikTok, and local forums. The younger generation especially is vocal, aware, and engaged. Singapore's stability is a choice, not blind obedience. So these were 5 myths about Singapore people still believe in 2025. Myths that continue to shape global perception, even though the truth is much richer and more dynamic. Singaporeans are not boring. They live full lives. They are not all rich. They are hardworking. They are not weak English speakers. They are multilingual. They are not cold. They are respectful. And they do not blindly follow rules. They understand the value of order. If you learned something new today, don't forget to subscribe to infoSphere for more global breakdowns and revealing stories from around the world. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.